Hey, thinkers, what's up? It's me, Quizmaster Jack, here as usual with your dose of weekly buzzword. Pop culture questions, sports questions. We got it all if you want pop culture and sports questions. The evolution of my background continues. You can see I now have stuff behind me in my new place. Haven't really gotten a super solid week of buzzword since I moved to my new place, but maybe that'll change this week. Let's find out.
This franchise's 2004 game Climax began a 19-year hiatus that ended with the 2023 release of a Battle Royale 99 game. The first game in this series...
This is Tetris. F-Zero! Oh, man. It's that Nintendo. Yeah, Tetris Climax isn't a thing. I'm going bold with these video game questions and getting punished. Should have waited. More Nintendo stuff that I get wrong.
This musician, Andrew Wyatt, Anthony Rossimondo, and Lady Gaga co-wrote Shallow from A Star Is Born. With Wyatt, he scored the film Barbie. He was the lead artist on a hit whose line, "Make a Dragon Wanna Retire, Man," is sung by Bruno Mars.
Oh, Mark Ronson? I didn't know Mark Ronson scored Barbie. I had no idea. Make a Dragon Wanna Retire, Man is from Uptown Funk, which is a Mark Ronson song featuring Bruno Mars. But it's Bruno Mars's song.
This city's police force arrests countless characters in the number Big, Blonde, and Beautiful. Record store owner Motormouth Maybell appears on...
Those are all just characters from Hairspray, so you're looking for Baltimore? Good Morning Baltimore? Motormouth Maybell is a character from Hairspray, which famously takes place in Baltimore.
A member of this family guesses that Krindi, or Usarmi, might be the name of his wife. Before going to Iraq, another member of this family is attacked by a loose seal, causing his head...
those are the Bluths. I had no idea what that first clue was about. I watched all of Arrested Development, and that clue did nothing for me. But getting attacked by a loose seal when your mom's name is Lucille and your ex-girlfriend's name is Lucille, it's really quite funny. But don't worry, Buster was all right in the end. And that he lost his left hand and he only had his right hand, so he was all right from there on out. Jokes from Arrested Development.
Characters in this film, such as the non-binary student Lake, play the crying game by calling up sad memories. In this film, Wade, a city inspector, falls for Ember Lumen, who works in a store called The Fireplace.
What is going on?
What 2023 Pixar film is about beings who represent fire and water?
It's Elemental? It's called Elemental? It is called Elemental. Man, I was on some weird stuff there. There's that Australian horror movie about people getting possessed by ghosts. I thought it might have been that for a little bit. I was on a different thing before it got into Elemental, but I don't remember anymore.
In a #1 hit by this band, the singer says he'd go down on his knees, but it's no good to pine. On a 1965 hit for this band, lines about the widow next door not wanting a Willie nor a Sam are sung by Peter Noone. For 10 points, what alliteratively named British invasion group sang "I'm Henry the Eighth I Am"?
Oh, that's Herman's Hermits? Yep. That was all giveaway. Don't know anything about Herman's Hermits other than Henry VIII, I am. Henry VIII.
This actress voiced the future version of Sophie, a photographer whose younger version was played by Hilary Duff, on Hulu's How I Met Your Father.
It's Kim Cattrall. I use my How I Met Your Mother knowledge to get that right. Not that I've I've not watched a single episode of How I Met Your Father, but certainly have been in the orbit of it.
In a 1982 story, this character severely injures Spider-Man's mentor, Madam Web. This frequent partner of Black Tom Cassidy gained his powers after finding the Crimson Gem of Kitterok. Professor X's stepbrother is, for 10 points.
Oh, that's the Juggernaut. A weird fact that the Juggernaut and Charles Xavier are related by marriage.
A Canadian ad campaign proclaims that eating this food anytime is not weird. In a 1997 ad, a teenage Rachel Lee Cook violently destroys this food in a...
Yeah, eggs. Yeah, because Rachel Lee Cook was in the sequel commercial from the Drug Council. The first one is, this is your brain on drugs, putting the egg in the frying pan. Then the Rachel Lee Cook one, it does that, and then she goes, and this is your family, and then she just starts beating up the kitchen that she's in. Drugs are bad, kids.
A man in this film eats ice cream while comparing events to a flea circus he ran on Petticoat.
That's Jurassic Park. Spared no expense. It's Richard Attenborough as John Hammond eating ice cream because it was all going to melt because the power went out, while his grandkids were being chased around and electrocuted. And Jurassic Park, still a good movie. And I got a pretty good score. Now, if only I sat on that video game question and actually got it right, I would probably have a pretty choice score. But instead of that one expense, I spared no expense and got 130 points. Feel pretty good about that one. We may be back on track, folks. At least in pop culture, sports is always a wild card. Let's go check it out.
When Jerry Moyes said he would sell this team, it was the subject of multiple failed bids by Chicago Bulls and White Sox owner Jerry Reinsdorf.
Yeah, was that...
After this team declared bankruptcy in 2009, it was run for 4 seasons by the NHL. For 10 points, what NHL team has played in both Glendale and Tempe?
Okay. The Arizona Coyotes. Now they just play wherever they'll let them play.
In 2023, this player hit a StatCast estimated 462-foot home run onto Utah Street outside his home park. This infielder and Anthony Santander both hit a team-leading 28 home runs in 2023 for the AL East champions.
Yeah, so...
The 2023 AL Rookie of the Year award was won by, for 10 points, what Orioles player?
It's Adley something. Oh no, Gunnar Henderson. Rauschman's the catcher. Yeah. All right. Well, I didn't have to worry about spelling on that one because I had the wrong guy.
This man's 1972 book, Stop Action, called the Detroit Lions a bunch of jerks. He sued his team to honor his contract after abruptly retiring due to injury in 1974, angering owner George Halas. For 10 points, what Hall of Fame linebacker was drafted alongside Gale Sayers by the 1960s Chicago Bears?
Oh, what? I feel like this should be obvious, but I don't... Yeah, they said, yeah, Dick Butkus. Yep, that was so obvious. Just didn't have it. No Butkus. Doc
Rivers said that this player's naps in the film room earned him the nickname The Big Sleep. In 2004, he scored 13 points in 33 seconds after teaming up with a 7'6" center. For 10 points, what Hall of Fame wing, the cousin of Vince Carter, played on the Magic before joining Yao Ming's Rockets?
I've heard Vince Carter's cousin before. It's not. Yeah, Tracy McGrady. Sports are not going great in terms of remembering guys.
This woman's win over Ekaterina Sabo made her the first American to win an Olympic gold, later won by Carly Patterson, Gabby Douglas, and Suni Lee. Eastern Europe's dominance of the all-around gold medal was ended by, for 10 points, what American gymnast who won 5 medals at the 1984 Olympics?
Oh, it's Mary Lou Retton. Oh man, that one I was actually close on in terms of remembering a name. I just don't know sports people right now.
This man ran a strip mall storefront for his think tank, the Fired Football Coaches Association. As a head coach, he approved the 2018 trades of Amari Cooper and Khalil Mack. An email scandal led to the 2021 resignation of...
It's Rich Gannon. Or Gruden. Yeah, John Gruden. Oi. Gannon is somebody... He started a Super Bowl for the Raiders. I don't know sports people.
This man is called Don Quixote in Ogden Nash's poem, Line Up for Yesterday. This manager of the $100,000 infield won the 1929 and 1930 World Series with stars Lefty Grove and Jimmy Fox. MLB's all-time leader in managerial wins is, for 10 points, what longtime manager of the Philadelphia...
Connie Mack? Hey, I remembered the name. Connie Mack. Oof. 7 questions in, we got 2 right. It's a spiral downwards.
This golfer joked only God can hit a 1-iron after he was struck by lightning in 1975. He boycotted 3 Masters, the only major he never won, saying people like him would only be let in through the kitchen.
Yeah.
For 10 points, what rival of Jack Nicklaus is nicknamed Supermex for his Mexican heritage?
Chichi Rodriguez. Lee Trevino. Okay.
This man and Draymond Green are the 2 most recent players with an NCAA tournament triple-double. Oh. In 2022, he beat DeJounte Murray to win Most Improved Player. In 2023, he was suspended 25 games for flashing a gun on Instagram.
Oh,
for 10 points.
Man.
What former Murray State guard plays for the Grizzlies?
Yeah, the Grizzlies guy. Oh, what is his name? Oh, I have no names. Yeah, John Morant. Yep. Just have... all they want is names, and I have no names for you.
In 1982, this country and a smaller neighbor fixed the Disgrace of Gijón match to both advance in the World Cup. This country lost the 1970 Game of the Century to Italy and had a star striker called the Bomber. For 10 points, what country's national team starred Gerd Müller and Franz Beckenbauer?
So do you just want... yeah, they said Germany, so it wouldn't be... they want East or West. I'm just gonna say Germany. Okay, they showed me a little bit of a little bit of leniency there. At least how I was doing. Like, he's got 3 questions right. Just take Germany. Just take Germany. It's cool. Well, kind of got on track with pop culture, but got beat around by sports. That's how it goes. I just didn't have names. Today. Oh well, that's how it goes. Thanks for watching. Hope you had a good time with me not getting questions right. And then getting a lot of questions right in pop culture. That one was good. Thanks for watching. If you like what I'm doing here, you can check out a whole bunch more videos on the channel. And you can like this one and subscribe. And if you like Buzzword, you can head on over to naqt.com/buzzword to check out the formats and games that they may have available. That's going to be it for week 3. We'll see you next time here on Thinking Game Trivia.